In a world ravaged by a deadly virus, where civilization has crumbled and humanity has regressed to ancient times, our story unfolds. Meet Andy and Kay, a couple struggling to survive amidst the outbreak along with their 1-year-old daughter, Rosie. They have managed to find refuge on a houseboat, navigating through the post-apocalyptic landscape. One evening, while Andy is steering the boat, he spots 2 children playing by the riverside. Intrigued, he calls out to them, but upon seeing their father armed with a revolver, he continues on his way. After a while, Andy stops to gather supplies from the river, as their food reserves are running dangerously low. Kay suggests venturing onto land in search of better provisions, but Andy hesitates, considering the inherent dangers. The next morning, Andy discovers an abandoned sailboat filled with food and other valuable items. However, he hears unsettling sounds from another part of the vessel and decides to retreat, returning to their boat with the supplies. Kay, suspicious of the findings, investigates the abandoned boat alone, unaware of the lurking danger. Tragically, she is attacked and bitten by an unknown creature, marking her as infected. Andy wakes up to the sound of Rosie's cries and begins searching for Kay. Bloodstains on the floor reveal the grim truth, and he realizes time is running out for her. In a desperate attempt to find a cure, Andy retrieves a bag of supplies he collected earlier, containing a bracelet that counts down the time left for an infected person, as well as an injection to ease the transition into a zombie state. Overwhelmed with fear and trauma, Kay struggles to respond when Andy discusses their options. Seeing her condition deteriorate, Andy takes a risky decision. He agrees to venture onto land, risking their safety in search of medical help. Meanwhile, we meet Thumi, a young native girl who becomes entangled in their journey. She encounters strange happenings in her surroundings and grows frustrated with the circumstances. Andy and Kay come across an abandoned vehicle but encounter a zombie. They manage to escape unharmed and continue driving through the wilderness. While Andy studies a map, Kay begins experiencing the initial symptoms of the virus, collapsing in convulsions. In another part of the story, Thumi throws a snake into a pit, irritated by the lack of response from within. Kay regains consciousness but finds her wound using a yellow slimy a clear indication of her impending transformation into a zombie. Distraught, she attempts to leave, citing Rosie's safety as her reason. Andy calms her down, promising to find help soon. To prevent further escape attempts, Andy destroys the car's door handle. While traveling, Andy narrowly avoids hitting a man on the road, causing their car to crash into a tree. Kay sustains severe injuries, but Rosie remains unharmed. Andy, exhausted, passes out but later wakes up to find Kay has transformed into a zombie. He manages to inject her with the neutralizing substance, taking her bracelet for himself and carrying Rosie on his back. Thumi's father, now a zombie, becomes a recurring presence in her life. She tries to divert his attention while Andy and Rosie rest. They eventually encounter Edda, a retired teacher, who helps Andy tend to his bite mark and advises him to seek out an Aboriginal man named Willie, known for caring for children. Meanwhile, the Aboriginal tribe Thumi belongs to ignites a flame in their search for her. Later, when Andy experiences another breakdown, Thumi rushes to comfort Rosie by applying Kay's perfume. As they rest, Andy spots the man who caused their car accident, only to realize he is now a zombie. Thumi distracts the zombie, allowing Andy and Rosie to escape into the forest. They make their way deeper into the wilderness, following Edda's directions towards Willie's location. Along the way, they encounter various challenges and obstacles, including treacherous terrain, limited supplies, and encounters with both infected humans and hostile survivors. During their journey, Andy and Thumi develop a bond, united by their shared determination to protect Rosie and find a safe haven. Thumi shares stories of her tribe's resilience and survival techniques, offering valuable insights into navigating the post-apocalyptic world. As they near Willie's territory, they encounter a group of survivors who are wary of newcomers. Through negotiation and a mutual understanding, they manage to gain their trust and learn about a nearby settlement where Willie is rumored to reside. The settlement is said to be guarded by a formidable leader who goes by the name of Hunter. Andy and Thumi, along with Rosie, decide to take the risk and make their way towards the settlement. They encounter various challenges along the way, including encounters with hostile creatures and the constant threat of the infected. Despite the dangers, they press on, driven by the hope of finding a cure for Kay and a safe home for Rosie. Upon reaching the settlement, they are subjected to a series of tests and evaluations by Hunter and his group. Their resilience and determination impress Hunter, who ultimately agrees to help them. He reveals that Willie is indeed within the settlement and is known for his extensive knowledge of herbal remedies and natural healing methods. Willie examines Kay's condition and confirms that her transformation is irreversible. However, he offers a glimmer of hope, mentioning a legendary plant with extraordinary healing properties that might be able to reverse the effects of the virus. The catch is that this plant, known as the Sunbloom, is said to be located deep within the infected territories. Andy, Thumi, and a small team from the settlement embark on a perilous journey into the heart of the infected territories. They navigate through decaying cities, overgrown forests, and confront hordes of infected creatures along the way. The journey is fraught with danger, and they face numerous close calls and losses within their group. Eventually, they locate the hidden grove where the Sunbloom is rumored to grow. Protected by a powerful infected creature, obtaining the plant proves to be a deadly challenge. Through a combination of resourcefulness, teamwork, and sacrifice, they manage to secure a sample of the Sunbloom. Returning to the settlement, Willie uses the Sunbloom to create a potent antidote. The treatment is administered to Kay, but the outcome remains uncertain. Days pass, and anxiety builds as they wait for the antidote to take effect. Finally, Kay begins to show signs of improvement. Her transformation slows down, and her condition stabilizes. While she will forever carry the mark of the virus, she regains her humanity, albeit with some physical alterations. Andy, Kay, Rosie, and Thumi decide to stay in the settlement, grateful for the refuge and support they have found. They contribute their skills and knowledge to the community, helping to fortify and expand the settlement's defenses. Together, they strive to rebuild a semblance of civilization amidst the post-apocalyptic world, while cherishing the hope that a brighter future is within reach.